You've seen it happen. Someone says something sharp, a message comes in with a weird tone, a little comment lands the wrong way. Most people react instantly, defend, explain, clap back, overthink, spiral. But then there's that other type of person. They pause. Not in a dramatic, I'm better than you way, just a quiet pause, like they're giving the moment time to settle before they touch it. And for some reason, that calm feels powerful, because it makes you realize how rare it is to meet someone who doesn't hand their nervous system the steering wheel.
The pause isn't silence, it's control. A lot of people misunderstand this. They think not reacting immediately means someone is cold or passive or doesn't care. But usually it's the opposite. People who pause often feel things very strongly. They just don't trust the first wave. They've learned that the first wave is messy: fear, ego, pride, defensiveness, old memories, old wounds. So instead of reacting to the first wave, they wait for the second one, the clearer one, the one that says, okay, what is this really about? Because in reality, immediate reactions aren't truth, they're chemistry, a spike of stress, a threat response, a body trying to protect itself. And when someone can pause in that moment, what they're really doing is giving themselves a few seconds to switch from survival mode to understanding. It doesn't look much from the outside, but inside, that pause is a whole different world. It's the difference between I need to win this moment and I want to handle this well. And the people who can do that consistently become the people everyone trusts. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. Most conflicts aren't caused by what happened. They're caused by how fast we react to what happened. One rushed text, one emotional sentence, one tone you didn't mean, one reply you can't take back, and suddenly the whole day changes. So when you meet someone who slows that down, it feels like being in the presence of a different operating system. They've learned the nervous system trick. People who rarely react immediately usually have something most people don't practice enough: regulation. Not perfect calm, not Zen master energy, just the ability to notice, my chest is tight, my jaw is clenched, I'm about to say something I'll regret. I'm reacting because I feel disrespected. I'm reacting because I feel ignored. That awareness alone creates space, and space is where choice lives. When you don't have space, you don't have choice. You just have impulse. A lot of people think emotional intelligence is about having the right words, but a big part is simply having the right timing. Some people pause because they know this truth. If I respond right now, I'll be responding to emotion, not reality. So they wait, not to punish you, not to manipulate you, but to protect the moment from becoming bigger than it needs to be. And once you've lived long enough to see how quickly moments explode, you start valuing that skill like gold.
They don't let urgency hijack them. There's another reason this matters, especially now. Everything tries to make you react. Notifications, hot takes, group chats, comments, news, drama. It all creates urgency. It pushes you to respond before you've even fully processed what you're responding to. And urgency feels important. It feels like life. But a lot of the time, it's just noise wearing a serious costume. People who rarely react immediately have learned to separate urgency from importance. They can sit with an uncomfortable feeling without immediately trying to get rid of it. They can hear something they don't like without instantly needing to correct it. They can read a message and not immediately start building a courtroom in their head. And that ability makes them feel steady. Not because nothing affects them, but because they don't let everything move through them at full speed. And honestly, this is why they seem so hard to manipulate. Because manipulation feeds on speed. It needs you emotional. It needs you rushed. It needs you triggered. The pause ruins the spell. A person who waits before reacting is a person who can't be pulled around as easily.
The real secret is they choose the version of themselves they reply as. When someone pauses, they're not just delaying a reaction, they're choosing who they want to be in that moment. Do I want to be the version of me that's scared? The version of me that's angry? The version of me that needs to win? The version of me that needs to be right? Or do I want to be the version of me that's calm, clear, and honest? Most people reply as whoever they are in the first 2 seconds. People who pause reply as who they want to become. That's why their words land differently, because they're not coming from raw emotion, they're coming from intention. And if you're wondering how to build that skill, it starts smaller than you think. Not with big arguments, with little moments. A text that annoys you, a comment that stings, a tone that feels off. The practice is simple. Notice the first wave. Don't obey it. Give it 10 seconds, breathe, and then respond. Not perfectly, not like a robot, just a little slower than your impulse wants. Over time, that one habit changes your entire social life, because you stop making decisions from the loudest emotion in the room, and you start making them from the clearest part of you. If you want help building that pause into your daily life, I made a short free PDF on protecting your attention and emotional energy in a noisy world. The link is below.